Howdy, guys. This is Jacob Agur the Wise here, and I have a box of Times to Come. It was shipped to me right after, right after Nationals. But with a baby and moving, I have been super busy, and I planned to open this a few times earlier, but the plans always fell through, and with the movement, I haven't even had a desk until today. So now I have a desk, and the family, the wife and Noah, are currently off on vacation in Brazil. So decided it was some time to catch up on some redemption, get back into the game, see how it's going. I've missed y'all, missed the community. So I took a little break with new baby and moving around and stuff, but I'm ready to get back into the game, and I wanted to open some packs here and see what we got. So this came from Kelsey and Andy from Your Turn Games. They shipped this to me. The gift itself was from Samuel Austin. So huge thanks to Samuel for that. Like, just giving me a box, that is huge. That is a blessing. And also, Babooni 10 sent a blister pack with his tokens, which is really cool. So I wanted to check it out, and I want to see what we open up. Okay, let's see if this records well. Let's go with the first pack. Actually, let's get the blister pack going there first, too. Blister pack. Let's see here. So these tokens were made by Babooni Tim, and they represent a lot of the cards in the game. It's Lost Souls, if I remember correctly. So let's see what we got here. That's cool. So these are really cool quality, very nice. Forget the name of all these souls. It's been a while. There's Pig Farmer one. Is that Covet? No, it's Hunter, I think. This is awesome. Lost Souls, Lost Soul. Harvest. The guy that's on the middle of the cliff. That one's awesome. Lawless. The Rescue by Women Only Lost Soul. I forgot that guy's name. Hopper Soul. The Dagger Dude Soul. The Wanderer Soul. And this one. I don't remember what this one is, but this is cool. Oh, it's the Daniel Meek Lost Soul, I think. Those are really cool. Very nice. Thank you, Babooni Tim, for these. These are awesome. So let's go to packs themselves. Let's grab 3 for now. Let's see what we got. Times to Come. On the old booster pack. Is that up here? Okay. So we got our Roots cards here. We'll put those aside for now. And we got our cards here. So I gotta get used to how to do this. So Daniel the Treasured. Interesting. So 12-4, Major Prophet. Protect Daniel heroes from harm. I have to do this upside down. May ban to a Daniel hero. If alone, you may choose an evil character to block. Cannot be prevented. That's pretty good. 12-4, being able to choose a character to block or banned CVP. That's very nice. As a 12-4, that means you're often going to get initiative because you can choose something with greater than 4 offense. So you get to pick that. So that's a pretty good card there. Daniel the Treasured. Okay, Heavenly Watcher. Negate evil band abilities. You may underdeck an artifact, evil fortress, or enhancement. So that's interesting. 7/2, Angel, Silver Brigade. Negate evil band abilities. That's useful. Um, Second part's the nice part. You may underdeck an artifact, evil fortress, or an evil enhancement. So this is the type of thing to clear off any powerful artifacts they have, fortresses. Rarely is there going to be sometimes you'll want to get rid of an enhancement. Usually they're not going to be in play for this to be active. That's pretty cool. I don't. This might be a niche card. I don't know if it's going to be a card that you're going to have as your main effect there. Okay, Cherubim. Of course, and Cherubim are hard to draw, so they have this antique art, well, some historical art here. So 4/4 Cherubim. Opponent may top deck an evil card from hand. If they do not, you may top deck their evil card. May ban to an Ezekiel hero. So that's interesting here. You force them to get rid of an evil card from hand. If they don't, you get to get rid of an evil card in play or set aside. So that's pretty good. And the fact that they can ban to an Ezekiel hero, I wonder if this is going to be involved in a banding chain for an Ezekiel attack. But this, because it can band and do that, it seems pretty powerful to me. And allowed to be trampled. If used by a black enhancement, 2/3. If used by a Greek, interrupt the battle. Discard a good fortress and or all opposing heroes. So ITB, discard a fortress, or ITB, discard all opposing heroes. Whoa, all opposing heroes. That would be in battle, I believe, because that's what's opposing you. So, battle winner on ITB. That's not bad. Note for draft is this works on the non-Greeks. You don't need just because the ITB for Greeks, but that's pretty cool. I like the card. I don't know if that's going to be a staple. I think you have to make a way to get it CBI to make it really good, but that's pretty cool. So let's go on to our next pack. Again, the root cards. These are cards that are in every set, so they're pretty well known. I have all of these by now. But this is the cards that are from the new set specifically. So we got here Idol of Nebuchadnezzar. You may take an evil Babylonian from deck. That's good. If the opponent plays a good card with negated in the special ability, you may capture a human hero. Hey, this is pretty nice here. My camera's not very nice, but so here we go. It doesn't have any modifiers itself, but the ability is strong. If they play any CBN cards, it's a good card with CBN basically. And you get to capture a hero, and that can happen up to 4 times in a turn. That can be really powerful against some decks, especially like Nativity would always play a lot of CBN cards, so that went into a lot of capturing. And you can capture a hero in battle, actually, so that makes it pretty powerful for its ability to capture. Like if they make an attack with a CBN character, you can put them into special initiative immediately with this card. Trying to capture the same hero that's CBN, so that's not bad. Really, that's pretty good. I like that one. And the normal effect, just taking Babylon from deck, is powerful too. So that's pretty good. Okay. Alexander's Destroyers. Let me see here. 3/5 evil character. If blocking, it's a warrior. If blocking, restrict good dominance. May ban to a Greek, or you may draw 2. I like that. That's a very solid card. I think this is gonna. If Greeks are good, like this is a card you're wanting it, because on block, restricting good dominance is very powerful. A lot of times, there's gonna be good dominance very, very vital to an attack, and like stopping them, Angel of the Lord, the Resurrection. Stopping them on a low character means that you probably get initiative and you block their dominant. It's pretty powerful. The ability to draw 2, very nice. Or ban to a Greek. I think it's a very powerful card. Yeah, restricting good dominance and banding to a Greek, or restricting dominance, drawing 2, and then playing the first enhancement. I think it's pretty good. So definitely very interesting. This one was one we saw in the actual previews for the set, but I don't remember exactly what it is. So Return to Fight. It's a 5/1 silver enhancement and also 1/5 black enhancement. Interrupt the battle. Character may ban to an OT character of matching brigade from deck or reserve. So silver can ban to silver, black and black to black. From deck or reserve is pretty sweet. I like this card. Being able to search up a character from your deck or reserve, very nice. Flexibility on both sides. I think that's a very useful card. Obviously, no modifier, but for cards without a modifier, its broadness and its power, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we have finally here our Minor Prophet Amos of Tekoa. So this is the Minor Prophet Amos. You may discard an evil enhancement from a deck or shuffle an evil card except dominant controlled by each player. Cannot be interrupted. So I can discard an evil. So prophets have a theme of attacking evil cards in their opponent's decks. So that's pretty useful. Or shuffle an evil card from each player, except the dominant. So, like, you could actually make that drawback kind of turn into something good if you're trying to get like another card back into your deck. Um, I'm not sure if there's anything that you really want to like any type of fortress that has a good effect when it comes down, and you want to keep on playing it. You can put it back into your deck so you can get it back later. CBI on that card is very nice because you don't want to have to undo getting rid of enhancement from their deck. 9/3 is good stats. Should get initiative frequently. I think it's definitely a good card. If Prophets works as a theme, this would be a card that seems to work. If the Prophet theme of discarding cards from your opponent's deck ahead of time works, this would probably be a good card in it. But yeah, and you're able to get rid of an important card on their side at the cost of getting rid of one of your cards. You get their strongest evil card in play, and you have to give up your worst evil card in play normally. So Amos seems like a good fit for green. If Prophets work, I'd imagine he'd be part of them there. So let's keep on going here. Well, I realize that when I'm talking over here, I'm probably away from the mic. Hopefully the sound's not horrible on this thing. Here again, our roots cards, putting those aside, and we're pulling out our Times to Comes card here. Darius Decree. Artifact. Negate characters, except Persians if a Persian king is in play. You may discard this card to discard all characters from a reserve. Oh, that's interesting. Discard this card to discard all characters from a reserve. That's a pretty powerful effect. You can really interrupt into a reserve. That's very interesting. So negate characters except Persians. That would be something that you'd want to worry about for your offense, because your offense is rarely going to have many Persians. I don't know if there's any good Persians. You have to have a Persian king too. But if you have a Persian defense with a few Persian kings, the negate characters is not that impressive. I think there's better cards for that. You may discard this card to hit it reserve though. I mean, if that could be backbreaking to some offenses or defenses, that might be really strong. So I think that this will not be just like a slap. I don't know if you slam that in every deck that you play, but if there's a deck that really relies on characters in its reserve, I could definitely see this being a good one. We got a Lost Soul here. I saw it at the back of the pack. This one, I picked this one out. Stubborn. Protect this card from rescue except by a Prophet. Okay, so it's been a while since we had some good protected souls here. I'm not a huge fan of protected souls. They tend to play into more of a soul drought type of thing. That's for me personally in terms of strategy. But the more protected souls there are, the more viable the strategy gets. So this one being protected from anything except Prophets means that if this is your only soul out and they're not playing a Prophet package, then you don't have to worry about it being rescued at all. So definitely something to consider here. Not my flavor, but definitely a way to build your defense if you're. I mean, it might be a way to. It might be a strong defense at this point. I'm not sure based on all the new cards yet. Okay, next one. Ptolemy, ruler of Egypt, 10/10 black, evil character, warrior class. Greek king. If blocking, an opponent has hand advantage, you may discard a card, except a card in battle. May ban to a Greek regardless of protectability. So, if blocking, an opponent has hand advantage, you get to blow up anything that's not in battle, which is nice. Always something that you want to do is not always. Is a thing that I like to do is have cards that influence the board themselves, and that's pretty good. I don't love the stats 10/10, and may ban to a Greek, regardless of protectability. So the regardless of protectability is nice, being able to hit something in their territory that you're trying to get rid of. That's pretty good. And it also has a ban to a Greek. This is definitely going to be a really good card. If Greeks are good, I think this could be a good fit for the Greeks. You're probably going to have tons of stats, so you're probably going to be looking for negates to go with this guy, but I like it. Finally here. The Lord Dwells, green enhancement, 6/1, and has X, where X is the number of brigades an opponent's discard pile. Again, that will be increased by the if you discard their enhancements from their deck, you might be able to get that number up higher faster. Interrupt the battle. Shuffle up to X evil cards. Cannot be prevented if used by Joel. So ITB, shuffle evil cards. So if it's 2, 3, ITB, shuffle 2 evil cards, 3 evil cards. It's not that. This is pretty good. ITB. This is potentially an ITB battle winner. That was always nice. CVP if used by Joel himself. We haven't seen Joel yet. At least I haven't. Well, y'all have seen Joel. I have not seen Joel yet. But I like it. It's definitely not insane, but I think it's a pretty good card. Yeah, first glance at least. So that's pretty cool. So far, I'm liking the set. Looking pretty awesome. The best card out of all of this. Daniel's one of the best cards here, for sure, in my opinion. Protecting Daniel Heroes from Harm is nice. Protecting from harm and choosing the evil character to block and CVP on the same character. I think that might be the best card here. Because you get to choose a character they're blocking with, they may not even get to negate the choose to block with the character, so that's pretty good. Darius Decree is pretty cool. Again, this is the one that discards cards from a reserve. Pretty awesome. Amos seems pretty sweet. Return to Fight. I wouldn't call it the best card in here, but it is definitely a fun card in here, and I think it's a pretty good card. Idol Nebuchadnezzar is pretty good. Just depends on what type of decks you're playing, but if there's good decks playing a lot of CBN cards, gets a lot more valuable. Cherubim definitely seems like it could be a staple for a banding chain. If there's a card that bans to this, I assume Ezekiel could ban to Cherubim itself. So I say Daniel's probably the strongest card in here, but a lot of strong cards here. The set's looking pretty good to me, and thank y'all for watching. Thanks.